I will now call the February 5th, 2018 Blue Springs City Council meeting to order. If you would stand with me, observe a moment of silence, and I will lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. I want to welcome you in attendance as well as those that might be watching on cable TV to tonight's City Council meeting. Next, we have the consent agenda. There are items that need to be pulled. If not, I accept a motion for approval.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kaler.
Aye.
Councilman Levesey.
Aye.
Councilman Fowler.
Aye.
Councilman Carter.
Aye.
Councilman Edmondson.
Aye.
Councilman Culpepper. Aye. Mayor Ross.
Aye.
Carried unanimously.
Next, I would accept a motion to continue the rezone Southwest Park until February 20th.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we have a public hearing on the de-annexation of 27711 East Wide Road.
There
Is
are
there
no
anything?
exhibits to enter to the record.
Okay, we will go to our city attorney.
Your Honor, this is a request to de-annex land that was annexed into the city by a voluntary petition on July 7th, 2003. In 2013, the state of Missouri enacted a statute, section 71.012.5, which I've passed out to the council and to you and to the applicant's attorney, that statute set a limitation on actions to de-annex any property from a city. And the statute required that any action must be brought within 5 years of the date of the annexation ordinance, which again was July 7th, 2003. Mr. and Mrs. Hawes are outside the statute of limitations, and their request to de-annex cannot be heard by the council, and I recommend that the hearing be closed. I will point out that their attorney is here today.
Thank you. I will hear the city attorney. You have any comments that you'd like to make before we close this public hearing?
Yeah, for the record, would you just show that I'm here and we were requesting a hearing on this, and we feel like they're within the statute since it was enacted in 2013. So I would assume we would apply that prospectively and not retrospectively. So we were requesting a hearing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I will close this public hearing. Next, we will go to a presentation by the Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce on Buy Blue Springs, which I'm honored to participate in every year, and Discover Blue Springs. Ms. Laura Vermillion.
Yes, good evening, Honorable Mayor and City Council members. We're happy to be here with you tonight. My name is Laura Vermillion, and I'm the president of the Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce and a resident of Blue Springs for 21 and a half years. So before we start our Buy Blue Springs update, I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you to our leadership class. This class will graduate in June of this year after performing and completing a community project which they have yet to determine. The leadership class was established in 1991, and its goal is to establish a community leadership pool. We do this by educating them about all aspects of our community. It's a 9-month-long commitment. So they are sitting here. I would like to ask them to come to the podium and introduce themselves to you and tell you what business they're with.
All right, welcome. Okay, don't be shy. Who's first?
Jerry Willingham. I'm part of the leadership class of this year, and I am also work for the Chamber of Commerce.
All right, thank you.
I am Jamie Russell, and I'm the owner of Anthem Photography.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ashley Dugan, and I work for Fullerton CPAs here in Blue Springs.
Okay.
Good evening, I'm Richard Monroe, and I work for the Metropolitan Community College at Blue River. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Alia Mahalko. I work for the City of Blue Springs in the Community Development Department.
Okay.
Janet Jarvis, and I work for the City of Blue Springs.
Can we guess what department?
Brandis Parks, I work for Community America Credit Union.
Jesse Bronson, I work with Lead Bank.
Good evening. My name is Lisa Lacombe. I work for the Missouri Department of Conservation at Burr Oak Woods Nature Center.
Good evening, I'm Joey Zarillo, a local resident of Blue Springs and formerly money mailer of Eastern Jackson County, and now looking for a local opportunity.
Hi, I'm Michael Zarillo. I'm in the same boat he is.
Evening, I'm Luke Daniel with the Examiner, Blue Springs resident the last 24 years.
My name is Cody Best. I work with First American Title Company.
Good evening, I'm Carlos Vasquez. I'm a student from Blue Springs South High School.
Hi, I'm Knockwood Safer, and I also go to Blue Springs High School, not South.
I noticed you didn't say Blue Springs North, so.
Good evening, Katie Wolf from the Blue Springs School District.
Good evening, I'm Glenn Nash, represent Blue Springs Christian Church. I also help lead the Leadership Blue Springs group along with Lisa over here. So.
They'd love to get a picture with you.
Yes, I was going to ask, do you want to do that before we proceed?
Is that all right with you?
Okay, Council, you guys want to come down?
Absolutely.
Leadership group.
You guys are going to do that. Yeah, yes, please.
A little bit background.
Scoot together, guys. Can you get them on?
Can we scoot together just a little more? Sorry. Thank you, Luke. Yes. Yes, that would be great. Somebody else get in the front with Katie so we can be a little shorter, a smaller group. Thank you.
Okay, you guys can get in a little bit closer then.
That's right. I got everybody on the count. Well, Jerry, there we go. There we go, Jerry. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you guys for doing that, and I encourage you to look for these folks in our community, and when you see them, ask them to do things.
Laura, my driveway needs to be shoveled.
Okay, see one of these folks.
It's a great project.
I second that.
All right.
Well, before you go any further, I am looking for volunteers to serve on boards and commissions. So take a look at the city's website, take a look at areas you might be interested in, and you can go online and apply for those. We're always looking for good people. So kind of keep that in mind.
Okay, so on with our Buy Blue Springs and Discover Blue Springs update. I think you all found a brown paper bag at your seat. I don't know if you peeked in it yet, but each of you should have a t-shirt. And I brought a sample with me today. It says, "My heart belongs to Blue Springs." So we hope you enjoy that. We got those from one of our members, Decaf Tees. Okay, so from the Buy Blue Springs Committee and also my Board of Directors, I have several people here tonight. If you're with those groups, would you stand up, please? Very good, thank you. So rather than listen to me make this presentation, I've got one of my volunteers, someone you've already met, Michael Zerillo. She is a member of the class, as you just heard, and she and her husband, Joey, are the co-chairman of our Buy Blue Springs Committee. So Michael, will you present the information?
Thank you. Good evening, Honorable Mayor and City Council. Thank you for allowing us to be here tonight to update you on the Buy Blue Springs program and the Discover Blue Springs program. Though the programs I am presenting are not new to you, are not new to most of the council, I'd like to take a minute to refresh your memory and inform anyone in the room that it might be new to. The goal of each program is to promote spending with our Blue Springs businesses. The audience for the Buy Blue Springs program is primarily residents. The audience of the Discover Blue Springs program is visitors to our community. We realize, though, that our residents may help us carry this message to visitors. In past years, we've seen the chart that tells us why we should buy local. This particular image simply reminds us that the little things can make a big difference. If every family in the U.S. spent an extra $10 a month at a locally owned independent business instead of a national chain, over $9.3 billion would be directly returned to our economy, just with an extra $10 a month. There are so many benefits to buying locally, which I'm sure you're aware of. Creating jobs and services, generating new payroll, enhancing local infrastructure, providing for city services and personnel, diversifying the economy, attracting new businesses, and encouraging entrepreneurial opportunities. The list goes on and on. Here's a similar chart related to money spent in travel. This image reminds us of the benefits we receive when folks come to Blue Springs as visitors and spend their money with us. In addition to the benefits of buying locally, increased visitor spending also adds to taxes paid by existing residents and can encourage historic preservation. First, we'll talk about the Discover Blue Springs side of our committee. As part of our effort with Discover Blue Springs this year and to promote visitor spending, we sponsored several area tournaments where we knew visitors would gather, just as we have done in the past. New this year, we worked with the Heartland EDC to create goodie bags for their conference in April, and the 40th Annual National Bikers Roundup, which only happens in the same location once every 10 years and brings in over 10,000 people. To mention a few others, we provided coupons and trinkets for the KC Metro Softball Tournament and the Knights of Columbus Golf Tournament. All of these events brought in people from around the country to visit our city. Next, we'll move to the Buy Blue Springs activities, and I'll update you about what we've been doing in that area. This year, we paired with the Blue Springs School District and put ads on JAG TV and VSSD radio. We also worked with 1030 AM to put ads on our local radio station. In case you are not familiar, once a month we host a Meet Me for Lunch. This event gives members an opportunity to do some low-pressure networking while bringing business to a local restaurant. This year we mixed it up with some Meet Me for Breakfast and Meet Me for Dessert, giving us an opportunity to highlight different food businesses in the area. We once again took advantage of the member-to-member discount offered by Money Mailer of Eastern Jackson County and mailed these coupons to residents in Blue Springs. The highlight of the coupon was focused on the Chamber's Hot Deals page, so any member that posted a hot deal on our website could take advantage of the flyer the Chamber mailed out. Once the mailing hit homes, the visit to our website tripled the annual total. Again in 2017, Blue Springs participated in Global Entrepreneur Week in November, a global effort to celebrate and connect local entrepreneurs. The Metro GEW events touch about 15,000 people in the Kansas City metro area. Our events included a coffee kickoff that received recognition by the KC Metro Committee, a power hour, and we supported the Downtown Open House, which gave entrepreneurs that do not yet have the business for a storefront a chance to set up shop and sell and promote their business to shoppers. New this year was a wine etiquette class geared toward teaching young professionals and entrepreneurs about proper wine etiquette as they kick off their careers in businesses. Following up the GEW, we took part in the Shop Small Saturday campaign, and we brought our mascot Little Blue to the show. We shot these photos that were put out on Facebook. At our November luncheon, we kicked off our Shop Local campaign for the retail holiday season. We gave out doormats, pens, shopping bags, and other small items to encourage shopping local on Shop Small Saturday, which was Saturday, November 25th. The promotional items were provided through our affiliation with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and American Express. Shop Small Saturday is a program of American Express. They have spent a lot of money designating Small Business Saturday as the day after Black Friday, a day dedicated to helping small businesses get what they need most, customers. We were able to offer Shop Small doormats to businesses at no cost. We asked businesses to place the mats at the front door as a reminder that business is a unique and irreplaceable part of the local economy. 2017 was our 4th year for the Receipt Rewards program, which ran November 1st through December 11th. To promote the contest, we added this insert in the city water bill, we mailed the ad to residents in the November money mailer, and dropped flyers off at local businesses. We asked our residents to bring in their receipts from the Blue Springs businesses during this time period to the Chamber office. It was another successful year. The number of businesses represented and the number of receipts turned in was up from last year. Businesses represented were 240 and receipts turned in were about 3,500. The money represented during the contest was over $105,000. This year's winner was a Blue Springs resident who works at Blue Springs Ford. Adding to the excitement was that Andrea answered the phone when Mayor Ross called her on December 12th, and she headed right over to the Chamber to get her $500 gift certificate. Andrea has participated in our program the last 4 years, so it was about time for her to win. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Laura for some final comments.
So once again, we just want to thank you for your co-partnering this program with us, and we'd like to offer you the opportunity to ask any questions you might have.
Are there any questions? Yes, Councilman Fowler.
Yes, Your Honor. This has been going on for a number of years, and I guess it was kind of timely that during the Super Bowl yesterday, I heard an advertisement for Shop Small, basically. So you all have led the pace on that, I think. Now it's becoming a national trend. So.
Very good.
Anyone else? You did a great job.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay. Next, we have another presentation by the Public Safety Citizens Advisory Board with their annual report. We have the chair, Bob Morton. We have Cynthia Hood back there, who is vice chairman. We have Cynthia Sable. Did I pronounce your last name right? Savelle. And we have Dr. Natalie Belson. So we have 4 of the 6 appointed members there. I know we have a couple of students on there as well. So anyway, Chairman Morton.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. For your love of brevity, we're going to have a very short, right to the point report tonight.
All right.
This year was kind of a low-stress year for the Public Safety Advisory Board. Had no really major confrontational issues to deal with, and so just give you the down and dirty on our year. We had 10 monthly meetings. April meeting was canceled due to we couldn't have a quorum, and then the December meeting was canceled due to its proximity to the holidays. The low light of the year was the loss of board member Grant Bowerman, as he passed away early in the year. And then we lost board member Jerry Kaler when he became a city councilman. We missed Jerry. But then we gained Charlie Waits, a retired police officer from Blue Springs, on the board, and we gained Cindy Sable, who you just introduced. Then Councilman Fowler became our liaison from the council for the year. The board also resolved 2 animal control issues during the year, and I would say that they were fairly easy to resolve because basically Chief Munns and the police department had taken care of it by the time we had our meeting, and so it was basically just filing a report, contacting the citizen back and letting them know what the outcome was. We did host a public meeting on the proposal to provide police services to the city of Lake Lotawana earlier in the year. Then Chief Munns presented 2 PSST items to the board for review. Item 1 was changed a change of public safety management software, which the board unanimously supported, and under progress with the city. Item 2 was a coordinator for the training coordinator and position, and we voted to support that item also. In November, the board held its required annual public forum. This year, suicide prevention and the services available to the citizens of Blue Springs were the topics. This year's forum was one of the best attended forums in the board's history. There was a guest speaker from the R4 School District, the Police Department, it's a CYOU unit. Crisis intervention officers were there, along with some speakers from area mental health agencies and a parent who had lost a teenager to suicide. We also had several citizens from the audience speak and or ask questions of the various speakers. 2 media agencies were present and covered that event, and a report back from the city's information director. A live Facebook video of the forum was posted, and it was viewed by 2,500 people live. It was shared by 18 people, and 25 people commented on the video, and currently the post has been viewed 5,505 times. So that concludes our report for the year.
All right, very good. Are there any questions from the council?
Your Honor, I would just like to say that this suicide is such a huge, huge issue anymore, and I just think it's wonderful that, particularly on Facebook, how many people have viewed that, and we need to continue to let people know it's out there and take advantage of the information. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Timely topic, and interesting that we had some youth speak at the forum, get their viewpoints.
All right, anyone else? Seeing none, thank you for that report. That brings us down to mayoral announcements. The next council meeting will be on a Tuesday, the 20th, because of President's Day. We're going to go straight to Thoughts to Ponder. During the month of February is recognized as Black History Month, and I always have quotes from people of interest during the month, so we'll do another one on the 20th. Tonight's quote comes from W.E.B. Du Bois. For those that don't know who he was a historian, civil rights activist, an author, a writer, and an editor. And I quote, "The cost of liberty is less than the price of repression." End quote. Don't have any visitors appearance forms. I think everybody in the audience has been recognized tonight. If you haven't been recognized, wave your hand so I can recognize you.
Your Honor?
Yes.
If I may, there's one person I would like you to recognize, and that's our new Assistant Director for Community Development, Mike Mallon. This is his first council meeting, so.
Okay, well, welcome.
Mike, wave and stand up, thank you.
All right. We'll save the tough questions for later for you. I want you to get settled in first. Okay. Well, everybody knows her. We got the First Lady sitting over here by herself. So anyway, when you see me, most times you're going to see her. She's always with me. I don't have anything else, so I would accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All same sign. We adjourn.